today this video is going to be about getting my potato slips going because I was looking for potato slips, sweet potato slips to be more specific, in the garden centers, and they took forever to show up in the garden center. But when they did, the prices were so staggering. I was like, what? For just four little sweet potato slips, they were almost $6. I was like, what? There has got to be an easier way to grow my own potato slips. So I tried this experiment in putting a potato in a glass full of water. It worked, but it took such a long time, even longer than getting bell peppers started. So I decided I'm going to try an experiment with putting the sweet potato in soil, putting it on my windowsill, and we're going to see how that works. So today I am going to show you how I'm going to do it, and I'm going to show you a potato slip from a sweet potato that I grew myself and how it has been growing on my windowsill for at least from last fall until now. And I will show you if I have any slips on that sweet potato. So you have to watch this video all the way to the end to see if that sweet potato that I grew last season has made Miss Renee some sweet potato slips that I can use for this growing season. So with that being said, let's get down to getting these sweet potatoes in some soil and getting them on my windowsill, which I call my magical windowsill, and get me some potato slips for this growing season. Because you know how my potatoes did last year, and you know how my sweet potatoes did last year. I don't even want to go into it, but all I'm going to say is me and them grubs, we did not get along. So this season, I got something for them grubs, and I am going to get me some sweet potatoes this season. All right, guys, let me get situated, and then I'll come back and we're going to get these sweet potatoes planted in some soil. All right, guys, hang tough. I'll be right back. Before you know it. Hey guys, when I harvested my little bit of sweet potatoes that I had and were able to use some of them for Thanksgiving, I decided that I was going to save some, so I wanted to try this experiment again. So when I grew my sweet potatoes, I put them in newspaper, rolled them up really nice. So this is what those sweet potatoes look like. Let me get one out of here so I can show you. And they've been wrapped up ever since the last growing season. So as you can see, look at these sweet potatoes. They already have some little roots and stuff coming out of them. So this shows me that I am going to be off to a good start of starting my sweet potatoes slips, because I've already got roots coming. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of these sweet potatoes and we are going to put them in the ground. So let me move this out of the way. Whoa. These are some nice looking slips. Look at this one. This one has a lot of good roots. So, yep, I'm going to have to find me a lot of containers because I'm going to get all these potatoes growing. All right, let me move this out the way and let's get to planting these sweet potatoes. All right, so as you can see, I have some containers, just those dollar foil trays that you get from the DT store. And what I do is I'm going to take my knife and I'm just going to stick some drainage holes all around the sides so we will be able to water from the bottom, because you don't want to water over your sweet potatoes, because that's when you have the problems with the fungus gnats. And we ain't trying to do that, child. Nope. I got bell peppers growing in my house, and I do not need fungus gnats from them. And I sure don't need them in my kitchen, because this is where these are going to go, right on my windowsill. So I need to just poke one more hole in this one, down at the bottom, so when we put these inside of another one of these trays, they'll be able to wick the water up, and I won't have to worry about getting the soil too wet, because when you get the soil wet, that's when the fungus gnats, that's when they like wet soil, because that's how they hatch and lay their eggs, and that's how they come to life. And we ain't trying to make them come to life. Nope, we are sure not. Okay, so I'm going to take this sweet potato that has the root, and I am just going to lay that, don't want to break the root, I'm just going to lay that in the soil. And I'm just going to put some soil all around this sweet potato. And then I'm going to take another one, and I'm just going to lay this one right in the soil as well. And I'm going to put soil all around it. I'll probably have to go and add more soil, but that's what you want it to look like. Say you want the roots to be sticking up, because that's where your slips are going to come from, the roots. So you guys see that? So I got that one. I'm going to push it down firmly, and we're going to do this one. I can't believe that from the last growing season, and you wrap them up, boom, there we go. I'm so excited. So I think I'm just going to sit this one like here, because I want to make sure that the roots are in the soil. Because too, when the sweet potatoes start growing, you'll also see shoots and roots coming out of the top of the sweet potato. So be mindful of that. And I'm going to just stick this one. It's almost like a puzzle. You just got to stick these things in here and make them fit. So I know for sure that I need to add more soil around these. And then this one, we have one more, and I'm going to stick this one like this in the corner and make sure that we have soil around it. And it's looking good. Put some in the back here. Take some of the soil from the front and work it around the back, because we want to tuck them in like we putting a blanket all the way around them. And take your time. It's no rush. And just get that soil all around. And then just tap it on in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to water it from below, and we're going to put them on the windowsill. And then you just make sure that the soil doesn't dry out, because that is key. Because if you don't have your soil moist, then your sweet potatoes are not going to do what they're supposed to do. Let me see if I can find some more sweet potatoes. Because I'm going to try to find some more sweet potatoes that I can incorporate in the soil so they will grow. It's got to be like a puzzle. So I'm going to stick this one right here, because I'm trying to get as many sweet potatoes as I can get into the container. And then I'll show you how you should water your sweet potatoes. All right, let me get it all fixed up, and then we'll water it, and then we'll go put it on the windowsill, and then I'll show you my other sweet potato. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Okay, so this is what they should look like. So remember to make sure they have a lot of soil in there. Make sure you have your drainage holes. And this is how we water them. You're just going to put some water in the bottom. And make sure that the tray that you're going to use to hold your water reservoir doesn't have holes in it itself. Because that would be just a big mess. You putting this one on your windowsill and you got water leaking. And then you just sit the container that has your sweet potatoes down in there, and they will wick up that water and you are good to go. So let me finish watering the rest of these. Make sure I got my drainage holes, which I do. I'm going to need some more water. So I'm going to get some more water over here. And we're just going to add some water. And like I said, make sure you have your containers on a tray, just because in case you have a mishap. And the water won't go all over the place. And that tray will just sink its way down to the bottom. So hopefully I will have enough sweet potato slips so I can grow me some fantastic sweet potatoes this season. Because I am so looking forward to getting a lot of good sweet potato slips and also some good old sweet potatoes for sure. And I have found out that I like this method of growing a whole lot better than putting them in the jar with the toothpicks, because child, that just takes forever. I mean, it'll work, but it just seems like it just takes so long. I'm just gonna sit this on this tray. All right, so now it's time to go to the windowsill so we can place our sweet potatoes on my magical windowsill and let Mother Nature do the rest. All right, guys, let's go to the window. So I have put them on my windowsill. I have one here, and let me show you where I put the other ones. Might be a little sunny, but you'll get the gist of it. And I have one there, and then I have one over there. And let me show you the other one that I have. I have put one here. So I have a total of 4 new sweet potatoes that I have put on the windowsill, and hopefully I will get some fantastic slips. So now, if you have made it all the way to the end of this video, remember I promised you that I would show you the potato that I was growing all last season. All right, here it is. Are you ready to see it? Here we go. Here's the sweet potato that I have been growing from the last growing season. See how the sweet potato slips come out of the top of the sweet potato? And look how the slips look. Isn't that beautiful? So all you have to do is cut this off, put it in some water, and I will have me some sweet potato slips, and I don't have to depend on the big box stores to purchase my slips this year. So I'm telling you, if you have some sweet potatoes, put them in some good soil, do like I showed you in this video, and you should have some beautiful slips just like these. Look at this. And they are so ready. Look at that. Slips are ready to be cut, put in some water, and start growing your girl some sweet potatoes. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll keep you posted on the updates of how these sweet potatoes are doing. All right, guys, and if you guys have tried this method, let me know down in the comments. Or if you have your sweet potato slips already growing, let me know that too. All right, Don't forget, subscribe to the channel, give your girl a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll know when Miss Renee has another video coming your way. Take care, you guys. Get those sweet potatoes growing, and then you can have some sweet potato slips like mine ready to grow you some beautiful, beautiful potatoes. All right, guys, take care.